you need the awareness, and that's, for example, with BestMed, our marketing department is very involved in the marketing of wellness in the organization. And yes, it does start with a wellness day, because often, if I just take myself, I was at a couple of years ago at a point where I said, it's a waste of time, why are we doing this, etc. But when I went, and the nurse actually came to get me out of my office, dragged me there, and once I got over being afraid of needles and everything, and sat down, and I realized, well, my BMI is out of kilter. I should be on chronic medication for high blood pressure, etc., etc., etc. The realization that I need to change my lifestyle was done. So that's the purpose of the wellness day, is to make you aware of your health status. And what we're seeing currently in BestMed is that at this stage, 56% of people actually change their lifestyle if they know there's a problem. So I think that's the purpose of then after that, it's a function of communication, and then it's a function of saying, okay, but how do we get it into the DNA, and how do we make it fun? And I think that's often where we drop the ball. It's high level, so we know X amount of people is diabetic or hypertensive or HIV positive or whatever, and we kind of try and manage the statistic as a whole. Right, what are we going to do? Well, let's get better seating or ergonomic arrangements, and those things are valuable, but more important is the change only happens once the people go to the cafeteria and say, listen, guys, why don't you sell apples as well? Simple things. But I think the change dynamic is people dependent. If I can just elaborate the point, if your best friend is obese, you've got, I think, something like a 40% chance of also being obese. If your spouse and your best friend is obese, you've got something like an 80% chance of being obese yourself. So, but the change is also true. If your best friend takes you to have an apple at the cafeteria, you've got a very good chance of changing your lifestyle. So it's getting to the change agents in the organization that's very important.